So we're going to go through I've got a 5-step process on how to attract love into your life. And I think before we start all of it, I think when it gets to the bottom of everything, we have to set the intention to do that. We have to set the intention that this is actually what we want. I know that, I only started dating last year. And I was sort of like, well, if it happens, great. If it doesn't, great. I've got a great life and I love what I do and blah, 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 blah. But of course, that was sending mixed signals out into the universe. And I sort of had one foot in and one foot out. So it wasn't like I was being really serious about it. And it wasn't until the beginning of this year that I'm like, you know what? It is my strong intention. This year it is my intention to bring it in. And when you have that strong intention and you know that you're going to do that, it makes it easier for you to be able to go through the steps and do what it is that you need to do or that you want to do to be able to invite love in. Okay, so set that really strong intention first. I think that's really important. Then, and I know I've mentioned this on many other videos, and I'm sure that if you've seen my past videos, that you'll know what I'm going to say next, and that is love ourselves. It's really important that we come from this foundation of love. We want to be a vibrational match to this person that we're going to be drawing in. And when we're coming from a place of love and gratitude and confidence within ourselves, then we're going to attract someone who matches that vibration. So that's really, really important that we do that. So make sure that, you come from self-love, and you do that by practicing that every day. Have a self-love practice. If there are things that you do or things that you can do on a daily basis, at least twice a day, more if you can, that's really going to fill your cup, and it's in service to who you are. Whether that's, taking time out to just have a cup of tea, but, have a whole ritual around the tea and sit down and just make sure it's a moment that you just spend with yourself. It could be meditation. It could be exercise. It could be jumping around the house, singing your favorite songs at the top of your lungs. So whatever that is, but as long as you're filling your cup and you're rejuvenating and you're coming from a place of love, it could be just, a jacuzzi, a nice hot bath with candles, whatever that is. So make sure that you're focusing on that every day. The next one, and I know that if you watch the movie The Secret, there was a scene in that where a woman was, calling a guy in. She wanted to invite love in. And so she made room in her closet for him, and she made room in the garage for him, and she sort of set up the house ready for her partner to come in. Now, that's a really important step. So the next step is to get ready for the love that you're drawing in, whether you're a male or a female. When you look at where you're living, is it welcoming for another person to come in? When I look at my closet, I have a lot of clothes down there, and I look at it and go, I don't know if I've really left space for anyone to hang their clothes here. And so I'm going through and cleaning out my closet and making sure that I've got space for that. I'm looking around my apartment to say, is this welcoming for somebody else to come in? And the other thing is looking at your schedule and your time, your calendar. I've been traveling like a crazy person, but now I'm finally settling down. It's like, because I'm going to make time and space for love to come in. So make sure that you're looking at what your life looks like now, and have you got room, and is it welcoming for someone to come in? So, be prepared, get ready for that, for the love and the person to come into your life. Okay, so the next step is to be clear about what it is that you want. This is very important. And, when I talk about, creating a mind movie or creating a vision for, what it is that you want, it's really important to get clear, but not too specific, because we don't want to cut off the flow from the universe. And to be honest with you, I actually have a little gift that I want to give away today, which are mind movies. I'm going to talk a little bit about this, but we're going to give away 6 pre-made mind movies today. So I think the team are going to put a link in here somewhere that you can click on. One of those mind movies is on self-love. You can download that, watch that straight away. It's not too specific, but it really helps you to get into that love vibration, and it's going to help you, give you advice, give you some ideas and some inspiration on what you would like to do, how you would like to, write your own affirmations and get clear about what you want. So be clear about the attributes that you're looking for in your partner. And when, a lot of people talk about having your must-haves and your deal breakers. Must-haves would be things like, for me, they would have to have a spiritual mindset. They would have to be energetic, obviously to match my energy and where I am. They'd have to like to travel. So you have things like that. Then you have your deal breakers, obviously no criminal records, the people have to be like, independent, have a great circle of friends, because these are things that are important to me. So think about what it is that you must have and things that you don't want. When you're looking at that list, make sure that your must-haves are in your list of affirmations. And then the ones that you don't want, see if you can think what the opposite of those are, and write them out as positive affirmations. Then you want to talk about the relationship that you have. So what are the things that you're doing together? Because once you write out this list of affirmations, then you start to sit in the visualization of what this relationship's going to look like. You want to be able to feel what that's like. So what are you doing together? Are you hiking? Are you traveling? Are you having friends over for dinner? Are you going to fancy restaurants? Whatever that is, just, when you're doing your visualization, you can just choose one scene out of this life that you're describing here and really sit in that and feel what it's going to be like. Sometimes what I do when I'm thinking about calling in my love, I think about traveling and being on a beach somewhere. So I imagine laying on the beach. I can feel the sun on my skin. I've got a pina colada sitting next to me. I taste that, coconut and pineapple flavor that, that you own. I only ever drink them when I'm on a beach holiday. But I'm laying there, I'm holding hands with my guy, and he's laying next to me. We're having a great conversation. We're in paradise. So I really get in the feeling of what that's like. So think about all the things that you want to do together. And so when you're doing your visualizations, really put yourself in that. And what that does, remember, emotion is energy. And that is the frequency that you're putting out into the universe or out into the field, so that you can attract that partner back to you. Okay, so the next one is shift your mindset. Okay, so here's the thing. When we're looking at creating anything through the law of attraction, we want to set a strong intention. We want to be clear about what we want. We want to be able to sit in that visualization and feel what it's like. But, those amazing visualizations, as juicy as they may be, will do you no good if you're sitting at home on the couch. We still need to take some action and move forward. And then sometimes when we think about, finding a new love or dating or something like that, we think about going on dates or getting online or, going to like singles mixes. And sometimes we'll just go, oh my God, I just don't want to do that. Okay, so that's putting out the wrong vibration. We want to look at things from a different mindset, so that we can look at, do these activities, but come with it within the right vibration. Had a friend of mine who suggests that if you are online and you're dating, that you make it a spiritual experience. That you set yourself, okay, I'm going to have a certain amount of time online on the, on Match or whatever, website that you're on. Light some candles, have a glass of wine or have a cup of tea or whatever it is that you like, and then just make it something that you enjoy, so that you're coming from a completely different mindset. And that's what's really going to help to make the difference too, because then when you're in that vibration and you're in that higher, that higher level, you may see things that you may not have seen if you come at it going, oh my God, I can't believe I'm doing this. Okay, does that make sense? So yeah, come at it with a different mindset. Think about something different. Every activity that you're doing to bring love in, make sure that you're doing it from that happy place. Okay? And then the last one, step number 5, is to stay open to how love is going to show up for you. And I've mentioned this already in the video. Like, if we focus too much on just one specific person, then we shut ourselves off to some amazing opportunities and amazing people that are coming into our vibration, that are a vibrational match to what it is that we want, especially when we're really clear and we have that strong intention. So don't, cut yourself off from that. Make sure that you really stay open to some, an amazing way. And I have so many friends, and I'm sure people too, that just went, what, I didn't think this was the guy that I was going to marry, but, we're just a perfect match. So make sure that you stay open to that. So guys, don't forget, I think the team are putting a link in here somewhere that we're going to be giving away 6 pre-made mind movies. They're all on different life areas, but I really recommend that if your intention is to bring in love, that you download the self-love mind movie first. You can download that straight to your phone or to your tablet or your computer, and watch it every morning. And then watch it in the evening as well, and it really helps to put you in that, that love vibration, so you can bring something fantastic in.